Today headlines news number 1 Former MLB outfielder Jim Edmonds says changes in the culture surrounding the St. Louis Cardinals have made it not fun anymore, and as a result, he will not be part of the team's local broadcast crew this season. In a radio interview with ESPN 101, in St. Louis on Monday morning, Edmonds, who played 8 seasons with the Cardinals from 2000 to 2007, said he and the team have mutually decided to part ways after 12 seasons as a TV analyst. Edmonds didn't hold back in criticizing his former employer. "I haven't gone really down in spring training the last couple of years. It's not fun anymore," Edmonds said in a transcription on social media via Cardinals Talk. "They don't make you feel like you're wanted. It's just not the same. It's not the same organization. It's not fun to be around." News number 2, she was killed in her wedding dress in 2012. The FBI just arrested the man she married in 2012, less than 48 hours after she was married. Police found Estrella Carrera dead in the bathtub of her Illinois apartment. Still wearing her wedding dress, officials reported at the time, she had been stabbed more than a dozen times. Days later, a judge in Cook County, Illinois signed an arrest warrant for Carrera's newlywed husband, Arnaldo Jimenez, in connection his wife's slaying at her Burbank home. After being on the run for almost 13 years, the Federal Bureau of Investigation announced Jimenez has been found and taken into custody in Mexico in connection to Carrera's gruesome killing. At the time of his arrest, Jimenez was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. News number 3 Car crash leaves mother dead. 7-year-old stays by her side for 12 hours. Reports say a 7-year-old boy stayed by his mother's side for almost 12 hours after they were involved in a car crash on a California highway in which the mother died over the weekend, reports say. The two were returning to their home in Toll House from a friend's house Saturday night when the mother lost control of the vehicle and it swerved off Highway 168 in Auberry, according to reports from ABC 30 and the Los Angeles Times, citing California Highway Patrol. The vehicle, a Subaru Crosstrek, was later found nearly 200 feet off an embankment after it rolled over multiple times, authorities told ABC 30. News number 4 New York Yankees star Aaron Judge announces daughter's birth. New York Yankees star and 2-time MVP Aaron Judge has now also embraced the role of a girl dad. He and his wife, Samantha Braxiak, welcomed their first child, Nora Rose Judge, into the world. In January, after announcing that his wife was expecting, Aaron Judge accepted the 2024 AL MVP award via video, marking his second time receiving this honor. He received all 30 first-place votes following an impressive season. His 2024 statistics include a batting average of .322, 58 home runs, 144 RBIs, and 122 runs scored. On February 5, Judge shared the joyful news of their daughter's birth, which happened on January 27, in a heartwarming social media post. Along with a photo of his daughter's tiny feet, he captioned it, "What an incredible week it's been. I can't wait for the memories the three of us will make." News number 5 Parked Delta aircraft struck by Japan Airlines plane while it was taxiing. Seattle Airport says officials responded to an apparent collision between 2 airplanes at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport on Wednesday morning, the airport announced. The collision involving a taxiing Japan Airlines plane and a parked Delta Airlines plane happened at approximately 10 a.m. local time, according to the airport's post on X. Officials said no injuries have been reported after the taxiing Japan Airlines aircraft appeared to hit the tail of the parked Delta plane between the airport's S concourse and the south maintenance hangars. The airport said it was working to safely deplane passengers to bring them to the terminal. For all other flights, officials say there has been a minimal impact on operations due to the crash. News number 6 Tom Brady reveals how he's handling Patrick Mahomes chasing his historic Super Bowl legacy. New Orleans. Winning 3 straight Super Bowls is something not even Tom Brady accomplished. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs can be the first team to do so Sunday with a win in Super Bowl 59 over the Philadelphia Eagles. On the call will be Brady, the winningest player in NFL history with 7 Super Bowls, as the Fox game analyst wraps up his first season in the booth. Of course, Brady took the easy way out when asked Wednesday during a conference call with reporters about Mahomes' pursuit of history and how the Chiefs' quarterback stacked up to TB12. The comparisons are fun naturally for the media because it serves different kinds of perspective and context that people can write about and talk about, Brady said. But in terms of being a competitor, I never viewed it that way. News number 7 Howie Mandel apologizes to Bill Burr and Billy Corgan for surprise interview. Howie Mandel is sorry. The America's Got Talent judge has apologized to Bill Burr for surprising him in an interview by bringing out Billy Corgan, who may or may not be the comedian's half-brother. "I feel horrible," Mandel said on the latest episode of his Howie Mandel Does Stuff podcast. "I'm sorry, Bill. I'm sorry, Billy. I only tried to do something good." Mandel said it had been a hellish week for him amid the backlash to the interview, but maintained he legitimately thought I was doing something nice by bringing Corgan and Burr together. He also revealed that he has been texting Burr since the podcast, but he's not answering me. News number 8. Colorado coach Deion Sanders. "I couldn't coach pro ball. Now that the Dallas Cowboys have hired a head coach, Deion Sanders is making something clear again about how he feels about coaching in the NFL. I couldn't coach pro ball," Sanders said on his weekly show on Tubi, called We Got Time Today. Sanders, the head coach of Colorado, said this in a discussion with former Cowboys quarterback Troy Aikman, who appeared on the show that streamed Tuesday. Sanders was discussing with Aikman the intensity of football practices when both were teammates on the Cowboys in the 1990s, as compared with what he perceives as a lesser work ethic in pro football today.